Yes, indeed, it's the Bush. The Bush once again. The Bush would like to say that it will not wait while you are celibate. Basically, what we're going to talk about is celibacy. And I'm not for it. If it's your choice, I'm not going to be angry with you, but I'm not for it, and here's why. First of all, there are no health benefits to being celibate. Okay? Yes, okay, if you're not having sex, you run far less the risk of catching a sexual disease. Of course you do, because you're not having sex. That doesn't mean you're a healthier person. It doesn't mean that when you begin to have sex that you take precautions, because I know a lot of women who, after a bout of celibacy, can fall right into some unprotected sex very easily. And there are, like I said, no health benefits. And there's also the case of prolonged anguish. I know a lot of chicks, well then again, I'm 41, about to be 42, so yeah, that's how old the Bush is. And in my lifetime, I've known a lot of chicks that were celibate, and the slightest touch would set them off. You know, they'd have to run away from you if you kissed them on the neck. If you did anything slightly out of line with them, they were in an overheated state just by letting you get too close. Far less if you get a little finger action. Oh my goodness, forget about it. Seen a lot of them melt down. Which is the next part. You can fall for the damn good cracker. Let me tell you, ladies, you go a long time, go a year without it. You don't. It isn't like you forgot what it was like. You remember what it was like. So you let a dude get a little too close to you. You're nothing but panties and brawn, and a hand get up in there, a little bit of some finger action. You be giving it up to some dude you had no plans on sleeping with just because he was there. And he's there constantly. You're also prone to being tricked. That's right, men are long-term marathon hunters. We will hunt your ass for as long as it takes to get it. And when the hunting is over, usually so is the urge to have you. We're going to hunt somebody else now. That's how a lot of men are. Me, myself, the Bush would rather be hunted sometimes. Hey, you know, it's cool. I'm a grown-ass individual. Another thing about not giving any gushy to a fella until you know he's the one is that you could be in love with a 5-minute dude. No, forget about 5 minutes. Some of the horror stories I'm hearing is dudes are 40 seconds. You can't get past 40 seconds, and if he got Viagra, then maybe you can go a few minutes. Oh my goodness, that must be like a nightmare. So why would you put yourself through that? Why would you fall in love with somebody before you know everything about them? I mean, this is not the old days where a woman had to be so chaste or be considered a slut or something like that. No. But then again, there's a lot of men that still think that way. But ladies, we know better, right? Ladies, we know better? Good. Another reason is you're not in a convent. So your vows are silly nonsense. If you're having some celibacy as to get yourself closer to God, please let me know how much closer you've got to God, except in your quote-unquote heart, which is actually just an organ that receives signals from your head onto when to be afraid, when to feel love, when to be brave. All of that stuff comes from your head. So you're just fooling yourself. It's just a way of saying, I'm going to trick myself into thinking I'm a special thing that's worthy of the best of everything, even though in other ways you're terrible. You cannot learn how to be in a good relationship while you're single and celibate. I'm sorry. It just don't work that way. Everything on this planet is showing us, it showed us time after time that everything is practice. Okay? Everything is practice. So if you're not in a relationship, you could say what you would do. You could say that all you want. It doesn't mean you'll do it until you're in a relationship and you prove it. Okay? So you have to practice being good in relationships. And if your partner doesn't want to practice the right way, then you got to let go of that partner. You just have to let go of that partner. That's all it is. And then there's a bitterness factor. Ladies, let me tell you something. Us dudes, the longer you make a lot of us wait, the bitterness builds up. Now, we might wait, stick around with you, and then finally you give in to us, and, you know, we love you. But anytime you want to argue with us, trust me, in his mind is the, God damn it, I waited 8 months for this gushy, and she's arguing with me about whether or not I love her? What? I waited 8 months for the gushy. That's proof enough. You know, that should be enough. That's how we think. Like, 8 months, that wasn't long enough? Why are we arguing? You know I love you. I waited all this time to get some. For the men who are celibate, y'all motherfuckers are psychotic. I really ain't got much to say to y'all. Alright, back to the ladies. Did I mention that it's unnatural? There is no species on the planet except the one with the biggest brain, with too much brain, that engages in such behavior. Contrary to popular belief, if the other animals don't do it, neither should you. So I'm not, advocating extremes here. I'm just saying, observe your partners and try to pick the most truthful one with a genuine respect for you. So while you're celibate, we can be friends. But you gotta know that you gotta go home when a playmate wants time with me. And it's all good. Got mad love for you. Got mad love for you, sweet thing. Do you. This was your boy Cosmic, speaking from the bush.